Guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we'll be answering your questions related to Vedic astrology from Instagram story. So in this video I will try to answer more questions but with the shorter answers. So if you are brand new here, my name is rgendarz and this channel is all about Vedic astrology in the tradition of Sri Achurananda with the analytical research and example-based approach. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up. If you'd like to be notified about some more videos in the future, please click that subscribe button with the bell notification on. And now let's dive right into these questions. So the first question we have from Mashaku, Nakshatra Yogas. So it's not the question, it's just the topic. So the yogas between the nakshatras, the one thing we can use is that we can see for example, if a planet is in some nakshatra, we can connect the lordship of that sign and lordship of that nakshatra. For example, we have Anuradha, which is in the Scorpio and loaded by Saturn. So this Anuradha can have effects of Saturn and Ketu. The other thing is that if we have a yoga, then we can find a middle point between the two planets. This can be aspect or join in the one house. And the Sputa, which is the midpoint between these two planets, we can also find the nakshatra in that exact point, and that will also tell us what is the mental or sustenance powers of this yoga. The next question also from Mashaku is, how does Rahu Ketu axis behave when conjunct Jupiter? What does it say about the karma? I think you are talking here about the Kalasarpa Kalamrita. So when the Jupiter is joining, it is breaking it. It is automatical break. So Moon and Jupiter have this power, and this can make this bandhana, which is the obstruction of freedom or being stuck, which the Kalasarpa Kalamrita is causing. This can transform this energy for freedom, so these people can fight for freedom of others. This can be in the context of work, hobby, relationships, family, dynamics, everything. So these are then the freedom fighters. The next question is from Bob Zero Gob. How to see intimate physical encounter in a chart, not necessarily a relationship. So these will be normally seen by A7, the Darapada. So we have a 7th house. If you count from 7th house to 7th Lord and take the same distance from 7th Lord, you will get Aruda of the 7th house, which is called Darapada. And all such encounters or not very serious relationship are shown by the A7. You can also use the 3rd house to some extent when it comes to timing. There is a special chart which is the Somanat Drekana for such topics. And yeah, that would be the answer. Next question is from Shriman657. Pisces ascendant and a native can wear emerald for their happy married life, success in business for 7th Lord. I would say that depends how the Mercury is placed, because this can be the Skendradi-pati dosha. So the Skendradi-pati dosha is when the Mercury is in Dushtana or weak, because then it's not protecting the Kendra. So it's not automatical like many people think. So this Mercury can be very auspicious, especially here is also the Badakesha. So if Mercury would be well placed, it can trigger the positive Rahu, which is the foreign association will be positive for you. And the next question is from any astrological remedy for hair loss? Please try it, old medications. I don't have any specific remedy for that. There is the sun normally influencing your Navamsha lagna, which gives high testosterone, and then these things are happening. So we could advise when to perform any hair reconstruction surgery based on your Navamsha and give some additional information there. But I don't have any remedy for that. The next question is Nitin keen to know, does Parivartana planetary exchange between 3 and 6 house gives only bolts and hurdle? It could be good, because then it's the Viparita Raja Yoga, right? You have 2 houses which are negative. When they are joining, you have Viparita Raja Yoga. We don't think it's very good yoga, because always someone is going down. It's the Saturn type of yoga. Jupiter yogas is when everyone is gaining. It's like win-win situation. The Saturn is someone is going down. So Viparita Raja Yogas, these kind of yogas. And then we have a question, Tristan follows, what to recommend when client is not interested in mantras? We can still do the gems, we can give the remedies in form of colors, the names, the numbers, also the choices, where to go and so on. But you are right that the karma can only be changed, the deep karma can only be changed by the mantras or some type of metaphysical intervention, maybe meditation, maybe some other type of things. Even if you are doing a good karma in your life, then it's still sattvic. It's not transcending the triguna, right? So, of course, the remedies can also be in sattva guna, because the true transcendental remedies are not interested in improving the qualities of our life. It's for moksha, mukti, liberation. But still, you need to have that metaphysical substance, like mantra, to be able to intervene with also metaphysical substance, like the roots of karma. So then it can be hard. Maybe some other type of metaphysical substance. I don't know what it could be. The next question we have from Kush Patrol. How do you define job versus business in Vedic astrology? So Kendra in Rashi, when they are well placed, benefics there, you like freedom. A7 Aruda Lagna, Saturn Mercury, and the final 6th and 7th in the Dashamsa. You have to compare which is more strong and more beneficial. I have seen, however, that the 7th house in the Dashamsa can also work, that you may be employed, but you are working a lot with clients, public relationship, partners, and so on. From Do Astrova. How to see the distance when it comes to direction. So basically we are having the 3 signs, movable, Stira and Vishvabhava. If a movable, it's a big distance. Also when the planet is in like vargas very strong, then it can show continents, like Jupiter can be Europe. So then also you can know it's a big distance. The next question is from MIP US. How to see when transformations happen in someone's life? Usually it's related to 8th house. It could be 8th house from many points, however. It could be from Karakamsha, from Aruda Lagna. Depend what kind of transformation. I would also say that this transformative period can be Atmakaraka or Trikona to Atmakaraka in the Navamsha. When the Dasha is coming, then you have some detox timing, I call it, because then you have to look at your shadow. What are your blind or black spots in your character? And this Atmakaraka is very eagerly giving you that information. Then we have again a question from Dobrostane. Saturn works on the ascendant of other persons. So I assume this is when, for example, you are doing compatibility and the Saturn is in Cancer in one person and you are Cancer lagna. So normally there is this rule that if we have, for example, Saturn in Cancer, then the partners with the Cancer lagna may bring that Saturn to us. So this compatibility may be avoided. And the next question also from Dobrostane. In the work, 10th from the moon, do we see Rashi, Navamsha and Dashamsa? We are looking for all 3, especially the Navamsha is very important when it comes to describing the work. Sometimes it shows the work in better way. For example, 10th lord from moon is a Mercury, so that Mercury can be many things, but you can see in the Navamsha, it's for example Scorpio, it could be more into writing in the Jyotish or things like that. If it's Cancer, it could be medicine or publishing. So this Navamsha is giving you that additional information. If you take that to the Dashamsa, you can also do that. This will more show about the context of your work. What tools or what elements of the environment, work environment are engaged, involved in this work. The next question is from Art Vairagi. Aries sign occupying 1st house and Jupiter, Venus in the 12th house. 7th lord and the 9th lord. So it's Raja Yoga abroad, we could say, right? 12th house, Jupiter, Venus, very good yoga. Normally Jupiter should be in Kendra. I like benefics should be in Kendra, right? From one perspective. But then you are also very much protected and it also gives blessing related to the 12th house, which could be married life, rishis, meditation, spirituality. So also Raja Yoga abroad, right? The next question is Digital Burka. Please explain to us why 12th house Navamsha, Venus in theory denies marriage. Because it doesn't deny marriage, it may also show that in your old age you can be alone. It means that it's a sign of something dying or lost. So if you have Venus for men or for ladies, Jupiter there, then this element is disappearing somehow from your life. So you are ending up alone. The next question is from Yasberry. When to use regular Vimshoti and when to use variation like Adanakshama and so on. So if you want to see your personal desires, how you are implementing your vision on the world, it's more about this variation. If you want to see, however, the dynamics when it comes to people and how you get things from the world, the Moon Vim Shotri can be better. So the environment things could be better shown by Moon Vim Shotri. The next question is by Emily Herndon. How we can see someone is affected by night terrors? What are the remedies? The 9 and the 12 is showing us sleep and dreaming. So I don't know if that is related somehow to post-traumatic stress disorders, but it's also in the babies, right? So it can be something, some malefics could be there. So we can then remedy those yogas. The next question is Mardini 999. Do we consider nakshatras in vargas? I have not seen that in solid theory or practice regarding that. Then we have a question from Suraj Krishna Pudipedi. Does Mandi gulika also cause affliction to conjoined planet? Yes, they are afflicting the conjoined planet. That is the main thing. So this Mandi gulika and the rest of upagrahas, this is the how it works. And the next question from same Suraj, Saturn Rahu, which one is afflicting whom as both Aries planets? I'm taking this as a one negative yoga, which is a Shraddha yoga. It's a type of death is happening. This can also show exploitation, domination, problems with some parent, depending which house. Dakshinamurti is the remedy. The next question, Rahu in Trikona house 5 has any good results? Normally the Parashara says it's a curse of a child. Normally especially Jupiter is also afflicted. So Rahu in the 5th and 9th is a bit problematic. So this Rahu in Trikona, I don't like this. The 5th, 9th is even worse than 5th. Even in lagna it's a bit problematic. The next question is Sun Ketu. Is Ketu afflicting Sun or vice versa? So here Sun is a bigger benefic, more benefic. So Ketu would be more afflicting the Sun. But Sun Ketu also have many good points, right? The next question is Sun, Mars, Jupiter and Sun. So we have written double Sun, how to know who is afflicting whom. So you are taking the biggest benefic and biggest malefic as a pair, and then the middle two planets also as a pair, and then these two will form the yoga. Then you can judge the dynamics by this way. Then we have questions from DG07, Atmakaraka Mercury in 8th house in D1 and debilitated in D9, 5th house with Ketu. So in the 8th house, Atmakaraka makes a monk, person doesn't like change, does the things the same all the time, so wants to stable life. In the 5th, however, this gives person very dharmic because you have 9 houses to the Navamsha lagna. With Ketu can accentuate that. Debilitated Atmakaraka in Navamsha is not the best. It can demand some mantra. Okay guys, so that's gonna be it for me. There are so many questions. I think I will make a part 2, part 3, part 4 in the coming days. I just wanted to give you that first chunk of answers. If you find it interesting or at least entertaining, please don't forget to thumbs up. It helps you the algorithm to make my videos visible. Subscribe if you haven't already, and see you in the next one.